My name is Kakasheu Lawan. I represent the good and resilient people of Borno Central Senatorial District. I am from Borno State, northeastern Nigeria. The nominee standing before you, Professor Tahir Mamman, was my teacher, head of department, Dean Faculty of Law, and Dean Student Affairs, while I was a student in the University of Maiduguri. In part 2, he taught me constitutional law, and in part 3, administrative law. I am very happy to inform these hallowed chambers that I was a student union leader in the University of Maiduguri when he was the Dean of Student Affairs. Not trouble, but doing Aluta. Comrade Oshomole is also my mentor then when he was a labor leader. Mr. President, Professor Tahir Mamman is one of the best brains the University of Maiduguri had, and then the Nigerian Law School. As a lecturer in part 2, he fraternized with students in the classroom freely. You ask him questions, he will answer, and then he will practically expose you to what the Constitution is and how it operates. The modus operandi of the powers of executive, legislature, and the judiciary is actually at our fingertips in part 2. Mr. President, in part 3, male students of the University of Maiduguri are not entitled to accommodation. But when he became the Dean of Student Affairs, he maneuvered his ways to ensure that all male students of part 3 in the University of Maiduguri were accommodated in the hostel. Not only that, he also gave us free hand as student unionists to operate in the University of Maiduguri. Mr. President, that notwithstanding, we graduated from University of Maiduguri while he left us halfway to the Nigerian Law School. At the Nigerian Law School, just like he rightly posited, he was the Deputy Director General Pioneer teaching in Kano campus. He was later elevated to the prestigious rank of the Director General of the Nigerian Law School, where my very good friend and neighbor, distinguished Senator Weboy, was also a student at the law school. So we are not only two, but he has another stand up for recognition.
Not good.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, sir, apart from this, when I became Attorney General of Borno State, I had the rare privilege of becoming a member of the Board of Benchers and then a member of the Council of Legal Education, even though it was for a very short period of time at the law school and then the Board of Benchers. I learned a lot from the nominee before us, while I associate myself with the contribution of my learned senior, distinguished Senator Mohammed Monguno. I want to congratulate the nominee, and also in the spirit of teacher-lecturer relationship, I want to urge my colleagues to see reason. This is a best brain. He can work in any ministry you give him. He has 2-1 in those days at the law school and both at the university. I urge my colleagues to kindly confirm his nomination. Thank you, Mr. President. I so submit. Thank you, sir.